on my Beagle live stream, I had a laughing fit because of a few wee Chuck Norris jokes. I could not contain myself. But tonight, you don't need to worry. It's not live. It's being recorded right now, and I'll be able to edit out should I happen to get the giggles. I think we're all good. I am sitting on a beanbag though. And it might make some unexpected noises, but let's work with it. Let's work with it. Let's work with the beanbag. I'm just rotating my bum, to make these nice wishy-washy sounds. I hope this is tingly. I'm surrounded by triggers. I actually have my box of triggers, which you've probably never seen before. And I think you could say the state of this box illustrates how seriously I take my role as an ASMR artist. No, I'm joking, I just don't use triggers that much. That's why the box looks a little bit sad and unloved. Showing the box a little bit of love right now. It's okay. We got you. We've got you. You feeling left out? It's okay. I've got you. I've got you both. Here we go. This wee guy's come out on the stream quite a lot. It's a funky little soap scrub thing. Right. Where the styrofoam is, you would pop in a bar of soap, get it all wet, washy, lathered up. Get scrubbing away. I've never used it. It's purely for your relaxation. What do you fancy calling the mouse? Who's old enough to remember Pinky and the Brain on Cartoon Network? You? Good. Me too. Pinky. Or no, I feel like, would this be the Brain or Pinky? I think Pinky. I mean it is pink, but the Brain wouldn't have smiled like that. I'll bring out a brush. Whose hair should I brush? Yours or mine? Shall we be fair? How's that? I know, I'm good. I'm good at brushing your hair. It's painless. It's soothing. You don't feel me tugging at the knots. No, not at all. But on myself, I'm not as nice. There we go. I've got a strand of nearly 0 tugs. Bear with me again. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. I was feeling nervous before filming, and I was annoyed at myself for turning something that I loved into something I was dreading because I was getting in my own head. And then I thought, right, Josette. Pause for a moment. Just take a deep breath. Deep breath, and let's just logically think about things, rationalize your thoughts. The way I looked at it, I was going to be filming anyway, whether I was nervous or not, so I might as well try and turn those nerves into a different feeling. For me, the feeling of nervousness and excitement are quite closely related, and if I'm feeling nervous, I try and recalibrate my brain and turn the nervousness into excitement and tell myself, you're excited to film ASMR, you're excited to produce something relaxing, comforting, be creative. I mean, why else would I be here on YouTube if I didn't enjoy it? What's the point? You're doing what you love, so get happy, get enjoying it. And I've said this a few times on my channel, why suffer twice? If there's an outcome and you're unsure whether it's going to be positive or negative, so you worry about whether it's going to be negative, there's no point, because you're suffering right now by worrying, and then you'll suffer again if the negative outcome does transpire. But then what if the positive outcome is realised? What if none of the bad things you're worried about come true, and the outcome is good, positive, agreeable, and you've been worrying now about something you shouldn't have worried about, so you've suffered for no reason. So you might as well just wait and see what happens. That's what I thought about tonight. I thought you can't control YouTube, the algorithm, whatever I'm really worried about. I can't control it. But what I can control is how I approach what I'm doing. I could control my thoughts. I could just have fun with it. Come on, Jose. I do know where that pressure comes from. And I'm trying to get better at managing, I suppose, the pressure I put on myself. I'm trying to be better at showing myself kindness. And I'd like you to try to join me in showing yourself self-love. Self-love is so important. Show yourself that self-love. Be nice to my friend. Okay? Don't worry, I've never used this before. It's another for your tingles prop. Just for the tingles. I'm just here for the tingles. You probably sat there thinking, what the heck is Josette on about? Why was she feeling nervous or whatever? But it's a thing. It's a thing when you do something creative, or YouTube as well. You know, as soon as you start attaching value to things, you worry about losing it, in a way. Or you worry about hitting the next milestone. You'll see so many YouTubers, and that's their main focus: subscribers, view count, monetization. And sure, that's important, and it's a clever model on YouTube. It encourages people to create because there's an incentive. But these incentives can be all-consuming sometimes. Anyway, enough of that. I'm just repeating myself and reframing it and re-explaining. I'm here. I'm here with you. I'm having a jolly good time speaking absolute nonsense with my box of tingly things. Tingly things. Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Enough about me. Enough about me. Enough about me. How are you? How are you doing tonight? What's been going on in your world? If you've been carrying stress, let me just wipe it away right now. Relax your forehead and just release the tension. Good. I've started doing face yoga because I'm getting old. It's funny, my Instagram has started throwing up all these more mature lady-related posts, like face yoga. Apparently it's a thing that will keep you young. Non-invasive skin tightening. And it makes me realise I must be talking about my age a bit too much. Now I have no idea if it's going to work. I've only been doing it for a few days, but I tell you, just taking the time out to have a mini facial, give myself a little face massage. I don't care if it works. It succeeds in calming me down, giving me a little bit of me time before starting the day. And these would be excellent in accompanying some face yoga. That's what these are. Massage rollers for your face. But I like them because of the noise that they make. I like incorporating the sound into an ASMR video. The glitter just dances after that, after a quick shake. I would recommend that you get some sort of self-care exercise in with your morning routine. I was life coaching one of my clients the other day, and we were talking about ways in which you could practice gratitude. And I suggested to them, before starting your day, put on your favourite song, a relatively chill one, but hey, if you want to listen to death metal whilst you do this exercise, then be my guest, whatever floats your boat. But I would probably listen to something a bit more laid back. Anyway, for the entire duration of the song, sit and think about all the things that you have to be grateful for that morning, that day, that week. Think about all that you're happy for, grateful for, just placing them down in your life. Say thank you. Thank you for all the things in your life as the song's playing. And then there's still plenty of time. You can't be grateful for that many things, not a full 3.5, 4 minutes of things. I'm joking, but in all seriousness. When you've done with the gratitude section of your mindfulness meditation practice, try and plan out your day in your head. Visualize the day ahead and imagine everything going well. Imagine greeting people with a smile on your face, positive interactions with friends, colleagues, family. Some adversity might crop up here and there, but imagine yourself carrying yourself throughout the day with this calm and collected state of mind. Imagine yourself dealing with any problems in a composed manner. Imagine yourself taking a moment to process. Take a deep breath. Focus, re-ground yourself, center yourself, whatever you need to do to reach that state of calm, and then tackle any problems that may occur throughout the day. You're feeling ready for the day. I think just taking out some time like that to just, I suppose, set ourselves up for the day, prepare our minds, because there's so many external factors that come and mess with our heads a bit. So let's try and eliminate the impact of those external factors by planning and preparing and focusing our minds on how we want to live that day. A quill. This poor feather, it's seen some things. Look at it. This feather is almost as old as my channel. I think I got it within the first year or so of having my YouTube channel. And you can tell. But I use triggers so infrequently. Shh, be quiet, cars. I don't care. I'm not editing. Yes, I am. I might leave it in, I might not, who knows? This might be kept in, who knows? I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, this feather, it's a bit matted in places, but it will still do the job of tickling your face. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. I'm bored of it already. Speaking of Harry Potter, that was a Harry Potter reference. Can you hear that? The golden snitch. It's like Harry Potter, and that's what I was trying to reference there. Anyway. I just got this for ASMR purposes. This little fidget spinner. I remember when I was a kid, I would eagerly anticipate the new Harry Potter book coming out, and when it did, I'd run all the way down to the bottom of my street to the big Tesco and purchase the newest book. I'd run into the store and it would always be right there in the front entrance in the big cardboard box, all these beautiful pristine copies of Harry Potter. I'd grab one, run to the counter, purchase it and run home. Genuinely, I think for the last 2 or 3 books that's what I did. I think I read the last book in 3 days in my bed. I didn't move for 3 days. I'd seen loads of ASMR artists using this trigger, and I didn't know what it was or how to search for it, but I liked the sound it made, so I thought I need to get one. Turns out it's a pot stand. I just typed in circular cork board. It's a pot stand. this has been fun. This has been enjoyable for me. Just taking the pressure off and just being a bit silly. Because at the end of the day, what's the point if we're not enjoying ourselves? You know, life's so short, and I try to savor every moment, or at least it's been a recent practice of mine to really try and live in the moment, because I just know in 10 years' time I'll look back at myself and think, what was I worried about? You know, why didn't I just fully embrace the moment? Why did I put so much stress and pressure on myself? Because it stopped me from being fully present. You know, when you're stressed thinking about things that haven't happened yet, you're putting all your energy in the future. And again, like I said, on this outcome that may or may not transpire. And it's kind of a waste of time, because right now, in the present, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. So what's the point in sitting there worrying about something you can't control, really? If anything, by stressing, by worrying, you're going to bring about the worst outcome. Because I do believe that if you go into a situation feeling stressed, you're not going to be on the ball. You're not going to be putting your best foot forward, because you'll maybe have a wee mental block. Okay, sometimes stress gives you a wee kick up the bum, like if I'm about to play a gig and I'm nervous. Some nerves are healthy, but there's a difference between excitement and nerves and genuine anxiety and stress. The way I deal with stage fright and nervousness, because I think it's applicable to a lot of situations, so just hear me out. I think to myself, okay, I'm nervous about this gig. I'm nervous about performing. So what are my options? Pull out or go ahead? Now if I pull out, then yeah, sure, I won't perform and potentially will avoid making a fool of myself. But I won't have achieved anything, and I'll live in regret. Whereas if I go ahead and perform, you know, the chances are it's going to be fine and I'll enjoy it. Like for example, say you want to create a piece of music. You just feel compelled to create something musical, but every time you go to do it you have a mental block because you are worried about how it's going to be received. Are people going to like this? Will people even listen? So then you just don't create this piece of music because you're scared that it's a flop. So you never create anything. But then if you just create it anyway, then at least you'll have something. You have this piece of music. And that's better than not having anything at all. You can learn from it and try again, or just move on, but at least you tried. So sometimes we really are our own worst enemy. This mental block we restrict ourselves with sometimes. I'm going to leave you now. But this has been therapeutic for me. Thank you. And I hope you've enjoyed something out of this too. And I'll catch you next time.